good. Mi cabello tiene libertad de expresión. My hair has freedom of expression. Hello bellezas, welcome back to my channel. This is Hennis from the Hennis Way, and today we're going to talk about how to start your natural hair journey. So we're about to end this year. Finally, 2020 is leaving us and we're going to 2021, and what better way to start this new year than with a brand new natural hair journey. If you've been following for a while, I already did a video about this, but I feel that I have more knowledge now and I have more experience. And when you start your natural hair journey, there's so many people telling you different things and you feel like you have to do them all and try them all. And I'm here to tell you the best and fastest way to start that journey and how I did it, and my curls got like this. So without further ado, let's begin. So the first thing is to determine your hair necessities. So one thing that I saw a lot when I started this journey was about like curl types. So if I am 3C, 3B, 4A, 4C, 2A, basically is the categories where the hair are, which is straight, wavy, curly, and coily, and they further divide themselves into ABCs. To be honest, knowing your curl pattern, it's not a necessity for knowing what hair products work for you. It's really not that important, and to be honest, like a lot of it's rooted in further dividing us for no reason. What is more important is the porosity and density. I'm gonna briefly talk about each of these things. So hair porosity is the ability for your hair to retain and absorb moisture or chemicals like colors. There is low, medium, and high porosity, and there's multiple tests to determine what kind of porosity of the hair you have. I'm gonna be putting on the description box like some of the tests that you can do, but pretty much I kind of have medium porosity hair. I used to have high porosity because it can change. Low porosity hair tends to repel moisture when you try to wet the hair. So that kind of hair that when you get in the shower, it doesn't really penetrate, so you have to rake your hands through it, and it requires moisture, a lot of moisture in their hair. So medium hair porosity, it's the middle. It does take moisture pretty well, and also it can be easy to color and perm your hair, which is the type of porosity that I have. And then we have high porosity, which can either be inherent property of your hair, or it can happen from a result of damage of chemical hair, which is what happened before my natural hair journey. I had my hair very damaged, so I have high porosity, so I needed a lot of leave-in conditioners, a lot of things like that. So the next thing is the hair density, which this is what it is the number of strands on your hair. It determines how thick or thin your hair is. There's multiple ways to figure this out. One is by counting, which I'm not gonna do, but the other thing is if you can see your scalp really easily, you probably have low density hair. If you have a hard time seeing your scalp the way your hair is, you have high density, and it's also medium density. This helps with determining what kind of products you can do, hairstyles you can do, and kind of cuts that you can get. So those things are a lot more important to determine the product that you use than your curl type. It really doesn't matter. So that's what you should look into when you look for other influencers and stuff like that, is how, do they have this kind of porosity and density, and how does it look like for your hair, because they can have your same hair type, but it looks different because of the density and porosity, and if they do any chemical changes to the hair. So the next is products. What products to use, what they use. That's really the number 1-2 question about the natural hair journey. You see so many products and you don't know what to use. So I'm gonna tell you what not to do. Do not use products that contain parabens, sulfates, or silicone, especially when you're starting your hair journey. My hair in particular was very, very damaged. I did a, journey of my hair, how I went through the years on my YouTube. You can check it out. It was really, really, really bad. So for me to get it back to health, I needed to use products that were not going to damage my hair further. So talking about like what kind of stuff not to use is a hot topic. So let's start with sulfates. So sulfates are very commonly found on beauty, hair products, and cleaning products, like what you use to clean your house. Sulfates are a type of ingredient that are called surfactant, and which is a combination of molecules that attracts water and oil. Very much is, you can find it on soaps, shampoos, body washes, and it separates the dirt and the oil from your skin or hair, right? The water, you rinse it to carry it off of your body down the drain. Sometimes it does the job a little too well, and as we know, curly hair, we need, it lacks oils. That's why we don't wash our hair every day. We need those oils in our hair, right? We tend not to have oily scalps. So sulfates can damage your hair because it just cleans too well. Basically, I don't know how to explain it in a better way. It removes the oils that you need for your hair. You're saying, Genesis, you say to not use the product, but I saw your video about these products that contain them. Yes, I use some products that contain sulfates or silicones, and that's pretty much it because my hair is very healthy now. When I was on the hair journey, when my hair was really bad, I did not use any of those products because it would repress my hair. The next thing is parabens. So what is parabens? Why is it that we can't use them? So they are responsible for your hair not to go bad quickly, and the biggest reason why people try to avoid it is because parabens can mimic the activity of the hormone estrogen and get into our bodies. And then silicones, which is, I will have to say, the thing, the ingredient that most people have controversy around. So silicones are provide your conditioner with good slip, right? Which is like, great, I want good slip. I want to detangle my hair with ease, so why can't I use them? So the number one reason why people don't like it is because most silicones are not water soluble, meaning that if you wash your hair and you use silicones, it's not going to leave your hair. It's like, this is your hair, this is silicone, and it just stays like this, and it will not go out, which will also not let other ways of moisture to penetrate your hair strands. And again, curly hair, we need water, we need moisture, we need hydration. So that's why most people don't like silicones, which it can be resolved if you use maybe a strong cleanse. That also can cause buildup, and it can also weigh down your curls, which on the pro side can make your curls appear longer. There are two videos that I will invite you to watch, one from All Things Ada and then one from Miss Bianca Renee, and in both of them, Ada talks about the pros of silicones, and Miss Bianca Renee talks about the cons of silicones. But if anything, we all agree that if you're starting your hair journey, if your hair is very damaged, to not use any of these. So with that being said, so what should I use? Like, what's on my wash day? What's on my wash day? What's on my wash day? Okay, so you should always have a cleanser, that being a shampoo, pre-poo, whatever. The thing is, get something to clean your scalp because we need that, right, as curly hair. Then you should also have a deep conditioner or conditioner. So some people go and don't use conditioners. I particularly do because I like to detangle with my conditioner and then let the deep conditioner do its thing. Deep conditioner, it can be that a hair mask, like just something to help with the moisture of your hair. You should do that once a week. Some people, you do it less than that. Again, listen to your hair necessities. So the next are styling products. So I personally like to use a cream and a gel. Some people use leave-ins or mousses. Some people like custard. Some people, it really depends on your hair necessity. I like to use a cream because it gives me moisture, and then the gel gives me a hold. And I like to use a little oil to break the cast. But again, like, it's not a necessity, you have to use it. And some of them are recommendations of brands that don't have silicones, parabens, or sulfates are Rizos Curls, My Moisture, the Curl Talk collection for Not Your Mothers, and honestly any collection from curls, but my favorite is the Blueberry Bliss, which they all have reviews on my channel. So the next thing is cut your hair, baby. Length over health. Listen, I know I know we were all raised, or the majority of us were raised, to believe that longer hair equals beauty, equals everybody will love you. It doesn't look cute if you have damaged hair. Like if you have your curl and then you have like this straight piece like this, no, you have to cut that. That is something that I did for, I had to do. I hated it, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't pretty, and my hair looked really short. You know, it got worse in the sense of like, I discovered that my hair wasn't as looser, like the curls wasn't as looser as I thought they were. I had very tight curls. So don't be afraid of shrinkage. Shrinkage is good. Shrinkage means that your hair is growing, and you know, you see this, it looks short, but look at all of this. That growth, that is good. It's good that it shrinks. If it doesn't shrink, it's not good. So you can either have a big shot, or you can like do it a little bit at a time. It's okay, whichever way works for you. But just don't do it. You just got it. Don't just length over health. Okay. The next thing is to avoid straightening your hair, because it's just going to regress. Like when I started my journey, for 6 months I didn't straighten my hair. I straightened my hair twice and it regressed, and I haven't done it since then. I haven't straightened my hair since 3 years ago. Will I ever do it? Maybe, I don't know. That's why there are wigs, that's why there are protective styles. Just try different things if you really don't, you know, maybe like the shrinkage just getting to you and stuff. Avoid straightening your hair like for a year. Like, believe me, it's gonna make a big difference. And the last but definitely not least is to stop comparing yourself with other people with curly hair. And this is when I really don't think that curl type or curl patterns are important for products, but in the terms of representation, they are very important. Not only to follow people that look like that have kind of like your curl pattern, but also people who do not look like you, especially the people who are not represented in the media. The natural hair community was started by people who had kinkier, coily hair, very coily hair, and then they came with the curl pattern. People came with the curl pattern, and it felt like they like try to divide everybody, and people with the kinky curly hair kept being like just set aside and not being portrayed, because they tend to have, or the misconception that their hair is not long because it's super like the shrinkage, it's absolutely real. And I'm going to post down below a lot of women with different hair types that you can follow, and hopefully you can find someone that looks like you. So this is the end of how to start your natural hair journey. If you have any other questions, any advice, anybody that we could follow that have different hair types and stuff, please make sure to comment that down below. If you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. All the links will be down below. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Genesis Way. See you on the next one. Bye. Also, look. Mi cabello tiene libertad de expresión. My hair has freedom of expression.